Episode 2 of Control with you. Kind of reminds me of Prey, you know, going around sort of like a, what would just seem like a, you know, a functional building. What happened there, Prince? Where am I going? This isn't God of War. You gotta think. Boardroom. I'm the yellow arrow. Straight, right, left. Oof, that's delayed. That is delayed. Deactivate, reactivate. Having a bit of droppies. Oh, curse the internet. Curse it all. Just curse where I live. Uh-oh. Another one, Prince. Are you speaking Dutch? How are you liking the game so far? Well, welcome back. Could you say the alphabet backwards? Z, Y, X, W, V. Are you guys safe? Yeah, it's nice here. It's such a strange game. Like the architecture, these people just so casually. I mean, I was just fighting for my life in like some kind of weird psychic Armageddon. You guys are wearing... What are those? That's like a soup bowl on your chest. One guy doesn't wear them. He's immune. Hillary, we're looking for Hillary Clinton. HRAs. She's in the boardroom. She's an executive. You'll see. It'll all make sense.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
You know what the game doesn't let you do? It doesn't let you crouch if you're not in battle. Oh yeah, it does. Does it? Nope. No, it doesn't. Let's talk.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's
Team.
secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone.
I killed him.
Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector.
To locate.
The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
To locate. To locate. To locate. Yeah, hit me with the bass. Janitor, janitor, assistant janitor. Ability points, eh? Personal mods? Are these the ability points? No. Assets? Missions? Collectibles? Control points?
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth, and no one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised? I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I...
Okay.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board.
Okay. I think I need to figure out more of what's going on in the story before hearing sort of random stuff that's not really rooted or grounded to anything. It's all very, very abstract right now. It's a dreamscape navigation. What? Are we dreaming? It's a hard thing to find. One key, one door. It appears at different places. Okay, alright. Let's go to the maintenance center. I need answers, not questions.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I'll go look.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, again.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Well, it could be the Yanni door.
They say the new director can launch objects.
They say the new director.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Maintenance, you've got it.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
I want him to say Aria. Look in this maintenance area. Pony? It says pony on it? Nice. Pony, he's a pony boy. Is Felix here? The ultimate pony. Maintenance area. Where we will do janitor work. Upside down triangles. Sort of looks like an eye. Scales, fisheye scales. Kaleidoscope. Like a fly's eye. Made of glass. Kind of Final Fantasy 13-ish.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
This game is incredibly surreal. It's like the story is floating above you in different pieces. You know, like Prey is sci-fi, but it's incredibly grounded, right? Everything is happening. Everything's very, very grounded. I mean, there's aliens and you have magic powers, but it's all like you get a grip on this. This feels like everything has been shattered and you're sort of pulling all these different pieces together that don't feel like they're part of the same story. Yeah. I like it if it eventually gives you an answer. If it can connect them in a clever way.
The directorial
That looks
override is
really nice.
right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
If you go back and try to go to the entrance, the way will have disappeared. What is all this end game? I am your brother, and your father, and your mother. I am all things. Oh, like the entrance to the whole building? Not just this part. Ahti. Kind of a Metroid-looking map too, actually. Up or down? Well, right now I'm just enjoying the. I'm still enjoying the challenge of it. If I feel like I have to turn on the auto aim later, I guess maybe. Yeah, I think it's funny you're talking about owning and then use auto aim. So, and I think the opinion is valid. Oh man. So getting kind of used to you having to like do this little crouch to get behind you. Great sound design. Yeah, you get a lot of health back, so I guess being aggressive is pretty important. It's like Doom. If you want the health, you have to go get it. So if you just kind of were like, you're almost like a vampire in a way where you're like thrusting forward and just using their life force as like a shield in a way. So it's like the game is sort of built into for you to lose health. Constantly. Find the any door. Red light means don't go through. This looks like a sort of a Mass Effect type level. Did you guys ever play Max Payne? That was pretty great. With the slow-mo. Set the bullet time, setting up a... Like, talk about something looking really cinematic and intense. And being engaging. Setting up the bullet time, bursting into a room. It's awesome. I tried 2 or 3 when everyone was on PS2. I wasn't really a big fan of it. 1, I think, is when they really nailed it. Because it's kind of a gimmicky game. But the gimmick works really, really well the first time. Was that going to explode? That thing I gotta go up and touch. That was expensive. Open assets. I'm dead. You ever played Max Payne? Isn't that also a movie? Yeah, they did make a movie of it. But the first one was a lot like this. Same kind of view and feel, third person. And then with a constant sort of like noir comic narration of like a guy having a rough time on a dark night. Going through sort of like, I think it had a lot of sort of like slight horror aspects, and it was like a psychological thriller, noir guy in a trench coat, but you had a bullet time thing so you could slow everything down, jump into a room and be like... So it was actually like the combat was really... This has not evolved much past that other than be able to grab things and throw them. You can duck and you can shoot. Uh-oh. Shoot. That could give me a long time not to kill him. Uh-oh. Felix said he was running around a lot, and that was saving his life. Said they couldn't hit him. He was running. They have sort of like Stormtrooper aim. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I think sort of like... Uh-oh. Sort of like, what was the last game we played? Ghost of Tsushima. What am I? I'm blocked by a little table. Similar to Ghost of Tsushima, it took a while to get some... You have to unlock a lot of stuff to make the sneaking around more fun, and like your stance is more powerful and more like shield breaking and stuff. Give me your health force. Yeah, running seems to work pretty well, actually. Yeah, lots of running around, especially because your powers do charge up pretty fast, and you have like basically an auto aim with the so I should be using that way more. That's so powerful. Like me standing there. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Watch out for grenade warnings. Sprint to escape up the blast. Nice use of redacted. Very nice use of redacted. All right. I'm going to put on the auto aim. We'll see how different it is. Aim assist. Magnet bullets. I'm drinking coffee with sugar-free cashew milk. Been drinking like cashew milk, coconut milk, almond milk, and stevia. I love stevia. Stevia is the best. When I'm trying to get on a diet, stevia is the best thing for me. Eat it! Eat it some more, jerk! Oh, wow. They really just magnet in there, eh? It's like magic bullets. I'm so good at the game. I play a lot of third-person shooters, so I know how to turn on magnet bullets. I have a lot of experience. It's just an observation. But in this case, it's kind of like, well, what else you gonna do? See how much better I am now? Yeah. I saw this black guy, and I just really wanted to shout out, redacted. What? Magic bullets! I guess it does just make up for, like, the lack of aiming. Because the aiming sucks. It's sort of like, it's got a weird, like, slow acceleration. And I mean, that's an auto aim, so whatever. It's all auto aim. Made a lot of people redacted. I think a lot of people wanted to redact that whole final scene. I've seen some ridiculous. I watched a Last Jedi edit where they like inserted their own dialogue when Luke Skywalker's talking at the end, and they used like footage from some game, like video game CGI.
It's down that way.
It was so horrible. A merry, merry chase. Activate the mission. Okay.
Oh, this place makes me nauseous.
The intermittent fasting is going pretty well. I'm really good at not eating until 1 p.m. Sometimes I have like a cheat day where I will have some stuff at night.
An object of power.
I've been having like rice cakes
How
with
do you
a
think it got
bit of
down
like
here?
peanut butter and honey.
A carousel horse.
I used to eat like a bunch of sandwiches and
Why is kid
quesadillas.
stuff always so creepy?
The rice cakes are good. They're so big and there's not really much to them. Talk to me, horsey. Get on the horse. Thanks, Prince. You know, I will say, somebody who hadn't watched my music stream in a while said they thought it was looking better. They're like, as if the COVID had helped me. The horse choo choo chooses you. The horse choo 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 chooses you. Oh, circle. Oh, you have an evade now? Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I see. This really looks like something from like Half-Life 2 Episode 1. What the hell am I doing wrong? You're getting crushed by these things, don't you see? Okay. Yeah, this will make a big difference. You can spam it. Alright, thank you. Hey! Oops. Oh no! Not so funny when you gotta come back here, jerk face. Can't spam it that much. There is a limit to the spamming. I like how I love the way they animated body doing it. Looks pretty realistic. Like if you were being pushed by a force, but leading with your chest, shoulders. Hey, lean your shoulders into it. Gold enemies are immune, so you must evade. We must evade. You and the horse are friends for life.
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
Man, look at that ground. On the sides. It kind of feels like a really realistic version of a shrine in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild recreated in Unreal Engine 14. Janitor. It's a bit bright. You must make friends with the sunglasses. There we go. Prince, I like the way that you write it. It seems like it's an in-game message. Jump down the hole. All this from a break room. Threshold remnant. So what about these ability points? You guys still haven't mentioned that. Is that some kind of a secret? Why would they tell me about it in the game? You got ability points. Aren't you happy? Yes. I'm happy I got ability points. Can I use them? Hey. Oh my god, I'm suddenly so much better at the game. Level 4, not for you. You can use your ability points at any control point. Ah, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Sort of a hub thing. So I guess we have to get into this question mark by using our new ability. Somewhere there. I mean, there are enemies here. Seems like a good sign. Maybe we can do some flying. Use those points. Ah! More health, which leads to more health and more health. Okay, not stackable, so they're stackable, but it's not like they're individual. The ability was a side quest, not required to proceed. Really? You can go the whole game without getting that? More energy. I think more energy is probably better. Melee damage? Does the melee use your whatchamacall? No. Melee doesn't use that. Your energy. Be a good thing to upgrade, I think. Yeah, once this gets going, I feel like it's going to be the same kind of combat as Mass Effect 2 and 3 when you can do that. I can't remember the name of the class, but you just like warp in and bam, and like shotgun and melee. Oh, it's the best. To launch damage. What's a launch? Is that throwing things at them? 25% more launch damage? Come on. How much does that cost? 1. Well, I'll take this one so I can get the 30. Not enough essence. Okay. So many things to learn. Ooh, additional weapon form. Do you see Stella behind me? Looking pretty. It's my woman, my pretty woman. Oh, sorry. Do you need help getting at them? Do you need some help? I stacked a bunch of things in my room. And they're on top of Stella's shoebox. Maybe a little bit of health would be good. Wow, did 7 points really go that fast? Nice. That probably would have been... Oh, that one takes 2. I see. That one probably takes 2 as well. Astral constructs? Materials? Okay. Construct a shatter. Oh, cool. It's like a shotgun type thing. Alright, I'm going to take a 5-minute break here and help Stella get her shoes. Enjoy this music. I'm going to put on that post-rock again. Back to normal. Back to normal. Construct spin. Generous magazine. High rate of fire. And the shoes weren't even in there after all. How about that? Mods. Obscured weapon. Construct a random weapon mod. Random. House memory. You don't see that too often in games, eh? Oh, a health boost. Yay. Oh. Okay, well, that was that. Strange, eh? I wonder what they're trying to say with that. That things can be random. Why? Board countermeasures. Kill enemies with the service weapon in Pierce mode. Okay. Do these things. Bye. Alright. Find Ati. Find him. Let me in. Janitor's office. Oh, crap. Oh, I see. I can make it. No. Okay. Just me in the house alone. Well, she's still here. Go away. Let's do it to my awesome speakers. When people leave, they're never really gone. They'll be back. 9 seconds. If the area gives you damage as soon as you enter, it's not to be explored at the current time. Well, yeah, here's the reason I went there is that I thought I got this new ability. I can warp forward. So, obviously, I can warp through this stuff. Have you ever played a Metroidvania before? That's how they work. You try out the new ability in the new area. I thought, question mark, go around, try to get to the janitor's office. Maybe getting to the janitor's office is not as mysterious as I thought. Well, that's usually how they work. You can't access something, so you use your new ability to access it. It's pretty cool. Janitor, janitor. The signs. There's a picture of him on the door, and he's going to be on the other side of the door looking like that. Well, that's pretty neat.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon describe. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Yes. Yeah, Ahti can understand your thoughts. A lot of people can understand thoughts.
Yep.
You can just kind of do anything.
Burn the trash.
I don't understand what everyone's motivation is.
Burn it all. Burn
Oh,
it
what did I
into
say?
a rain.
Stella's back. What'd you forget?
Not into a moose.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. She's bringing my shoes in that I left in the car. I do that. I'll have to take the shoes off.
so what happens
Summer.
again if
I don't want to
the
be hanging
blows
out
up?
with my shoes on. Ooh, look at that.
Explosion. Too much.
Alright, so he's got some side quests. Find a way to the plant. Prince, you understood the story overall? Does it come together in a way, or does it start to just stay pretty abstract? That might be a Finnish thing. I remember people saying that about Inside Story, where in that region, probably in your region too, I guess, of the Netherlands, of stories not necessarily having like a tight, finished ending. You know, they're not like what do you call it? It's not like the North American style, of like very clear, making sure no one's left behind, and things can just happen and they end, and however you want to think about it is up to you. Yeah. That's why your country's doing so well with storytelling like this. I think they might be on our side.
Hey, are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
I'm the director and the janitor's assistant. I am everything. No secrets for me. Running with head as third leg. Don't find a dog buried here. Ooh. It all makes complete sense. However, some things are still have mysteries at the end. Those could be answered in the DLC. Okay. Did you claim the point? Yes. Speak with Security Chief Arish in the security booth. Is the control room in the security booth? So nice and red. Cooling water. Kind of looks like a booth window. It says security on it. There he is.
Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Shouldn't you be brown? Sick of
They
this
all have
whitewashing.
HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical
Who's this actor? He sounds so
repaired
familiar.
before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Fix the pumps, fix converters.
I just wanted to make sure.
Pumps, converters. You got it. Video games. Teaching bunch of value. Tradespeople, repair people, pumps, converters. Pumps, converters. Cooling water. Cool water. Cooling pumps. Every new NPC has dialogue. It'll help me with understanding. I kind of feel like it won't. I feel like it's just going to add on. I feel like, hey, Felix. I feel like they're just going to say, yeah, and then we saw a magic unicorn. Apparently it's linked towards the dreamscape. And every hotel is a memory. And memories have ions. And then I saw a guy who took his clothes off. Did I tell you about that? Oh well. Here's some new monsters. Eat it! I like the balance of this is Twitch, get naked. I like the balance of what do you call it? You've got recharging bullets, you got the powers on a cooldown, you got the melee that you can just always use. You're balancing it all. It's real nice. I still think that's a big challenge in game development, though, is you want to have this progression of unlocking things, but then you also need, like, why does it only have to be fun once you've unlocked things? Oh, with silver? Nothing to do with that. I'm not a prostitute. Or a stripper. Coolant pumps. I love how there's signs. Reminds me of Morrowind. Woohoo! Whoa! The guy with the chair. I fought one boss.
Place the parts.
Place the parts. Okay. It's like a Lego game. Grab the thing. Whoa, yeah! Give me your health. So Felix, yeah, we found out what my problem was. I wasn't using auto-aim. Now I can be aggressive like you guys. Ah! Aggressively exploding. Yeah, exactly. What else can we do? Well, I mean, I could make up a song with about you or lyrics that you suggest. Yeah, where are all these great Twitch features? Yeah, it seems like, and like Lena had said, it's a console game. It's made to be played with auto aim, just because that's a weakness. And I feel like they didn't even really bother too hard with the aiming. This game really feels like it was made by PC developers first, for the PC first, and then everything else is a console port. Just the way the acceleration is on the aiming. Oh my god, we're way back here. It kind of was. I mean, I think of Max Payne. That was a PC game first. I do believe. Run faster. Yeah, it's a good port. It's like such a good port, and actually the way, kind of like the way it looks and the style, felt like it was more of a console game. But how weird it is definitely makes it feel like it's PC. It's not. A lot of the console stories are generally a little more simplistic. PC stuff, I think, usually is. PC stuff is less afraid of taking a risk of being weird. Yeah, man, shotgun, melee, blasting people in the face, dodging. Combat's pretty good now. But it had to be bad first, so it could be good. Or unengaging. That's a thing that happens, it seems like, with when I'm playing the first couple hours of a game, and you guys have already played the whole game through, so your opinion on it is like, why Stella calling? I'm going to pause it. There's a control point. Yeah, I think that when you have the European stuff, it's definitely can be a little more thoughtful, a little more cerebral. Not obsessed with kind of like North American style is usually like, here it is. This is what's happening. Don't you get it? It's so crazy, and we're telling you. Europe is a bit more like the janitor. Because I think in Europe, everything around you is different. You drive for a couple hours, you're in a new country, new language, new culture. So people in Europe are used to like, yeah, people speak multiple languages and they have lots of different culture. Whereas, I mean, down in like in Canada or America, I can drive for 15 hours and I'll still be in my province. Same language, you know, same people. They might be slightly different, but you're not used to as much. I mean, we have diversity in terms of like people that are coming as migrants, refugees, and all that. But it all kind of becomes watered down into Canada. But I will say, I think that like me, for all the women I've seen around the world, I really like that whole the like melting pot, you know, girls that are like, my mom's Peruvian and my dad's Russian. Like, oh, that's the best. All right. Fix the coolant pumps and the energy converters. Coolant pumps. Look at this. A very impressive game. I just like how this game visually is doing something so different.
I don't like that sound.
Ooh. It's 4 million times. It's like a completely different game when you're playing with auto aim, because you can just like run around and because almost all of your powers except for melee need to be aimed. Sorry, don't need to be aimed.
Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
If the plant goes boom. Yeah, there is that kind of burnout where I remember playing Breath of the Wild. I kept leaving stuff to do later, and like I didn't want to finish it. It's like, I thought, oh, I just love this so much. And then once I beat it, that was it. I didn't really want to go back and do the side stuff. Every time I do, I'm always pleasantly surprised, but the draw is gone. The same thing with Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey, you can finish really fast, like the main game, and then the game expects you to go back and look for all the little stuff. But I don't know, that like initial pull is sort of gone for me. That's the way to attack. Fix it. I probably need to get up top. There's probably not a lot of plant controls on the bottom. This part really feels like Prey. Sort of mucky, industrial, foggy. A lot of metal, colored metal. Hitman 2's on PS now. Hey-oh! Perfect. Oh yeah, Felix, you were saying that the other day. You guys don't have PS Now? It's like a, I guess, a licensing thing or something. That's pretty annoying. PS Now does get to be NSC coolant pumps 1. So maybe it is on the ground. Seems like here. That looks like a big pump. I got to put the box in the thing. These guys. Remember? I always forget those guys explode. You think they don't have servers? If they're going to use servers around Europe, US would be too far away. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, it's not like Games Pass where all the games on there have to be able to be downloaded. Whereas on PS Now, it started off as a streaming thing and then they added the downloading. But now it's, yeah, I guess they don't want to release it and say this is only the downloadable version, maybe. This game has mission select? Crazy. Oh, I got a cute little dog on my lap, all curled up. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, the coolant pumps. Oh.
I don't like that sound.
I feel like you could almost get up there, you know? Like, one of those. I really like the idea of Games Pass and PS Now. They give me this feeling of, like, all those games I wanted to try, and I would have been really annoyed. I would have been really disappointed if I had to, like, you know, put out $90 or even like sometimes $50, and if you don't play, you feel like you wasted your money. Like I've spent some sizable money on, say, Total Warhammer. The game that looks really interesting that I've never really bothered to get into. I think because it's on PC, I don't play a lot of PC. And I paid $50 for the first one, and then there was like some expansion stuff on sale. And I thought if I'm ever gonna play it, I might as well get it now. So I probably spent close to $100 and never played it. I always can eventually play it. Yeah, like if it's something great, sure, I'd want to own it. I'm happy with owning it physically and trading it and getting the money back for it. But yeah, for games like Mutant Year Zero Garden, whatever that game was in Games Pass, that I'm really happy to be able to just experience, see what it's all about. I can go back and play it if I want. But I'm not going to play it all the way through, most likely. Coolant pumps. Oh, more pump down here. Now I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2. Only 60 for the year. That's pretty low. That's for PS Now, not PS Plus, right? So $5 a month. And you get access to Quite a lot of games. So then you don't have to... Now you're not spending probably any money. The money you would normally spend on like... On a... you know, when sales come around. You spend your 40, 50 euros here and there. To grab all the sales. And now that's... Usually all the ones that are on those crazy sales end up on the subscription services. What's blocking the pipe?
My old enemy, the clock.
The clock.
The pipes. You need to deal with them.
The old enemy, the clock. See, I don't... It kind of feels like she actually is just a person who went to work as a janitor's assistant. And all of this is just in her head. You know? Maybe that's all it is. And there's really a janitor who just has to deal with this shitty clock. How do you change gun? PS Now and PS Plus both cost 60 there. How do you change your gun? There is no control for that. Use... Oh, switch weapon. Square. There we go. Hold square. Gotcha. Shoot its eyes. Oh, I was just sort of like randomly shooting it with a shotgun.
How is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like this is sort of a fantastical sci-fi reimagination, deconstruction of like mundane things. You're in an office, but everything's crazy. You're doing janitor work, but it's blown up to these weird proportions. Now how do I switch back? Hold square? Hold square? Oh no, it's just tap square. I see. Oh, there's more. Don't get poop in your eyes. Close to death. No eyes here. Damn. Man, how great is how long to beat? I love that you can just On the internet, you can just type in your question. How long does it take to beat this? Not only do you get an answer, you get an entire website devoted only to that, powered by users who want to help others. And all the different ways you could possibly beat a game. It's fantastic. What a lovely one. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, yes. Find out what's blocking your pipe. Okay, I will. The coolant pumps.
Just hold together a
No
little
shortcuts
longer.
there, speedrunner. I think my playstyle is terrible speedrunner. That's what I think. Lame. I fell. I was playing the first ever Mario game, Donkey Kong. There's fall damage in Mario. In a 2D Mario. Falls like 10 pixels down. Splat. Breaks his leg. Then it cuts to a montage of him living his life out depressed. He gets a staph infection. Peach leaves him. Even though the Donkey Kong let her go, she went back to him. He has 2 working legs. He's an ape and he's more man than Mario will ever be with his broken leg.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah. But I think it's because I'm distracted by you, Lena. You take away my brain power. I have to address your constant trolling. Oh, lots of enemies again. Distraction! It's still clogged. Alright, get back into the pipe. Oh, we gotta do all this over again. That's a giveaway of what you can actually target. You just hold this. The game lets you know.
The hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing.
I love this music it's playing. It's like Finnish folk music in the background. Remember to dash. Alright, that's 2 of them. Okay. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. There's a giant arrow there. Okay. But nothing to throw at it. Okay, go around. Or can we? Nothing to target. This seems like the beginning. You're not going to shift through that. You're going to phase through it. More stuff blocking the pipe. And we see where this goo is coming out of. Could be a clue. Nothing to lock onto there. Filthy dirt or dirty filth? It's both, baby. Big blockage, but nothing to lock onto. That's not it. So it's not clamping on because that goo is still there. I gotta stop the goo. You can pick up the radios? Oh, yeah, really? Cool. And I guess it doesn't interfere too much with this tune playing. I guess you can grab fruit. Man on the top. There's an arrow there pointing in a direction. Could be the direction I need to go. Go past the shitting wall? I feel like I've gone past each one. So I'm missing like one of the paths. Yeah, I saw that chest. Oh, here we go. So it was on the on this little section here. Great. More eyes. Universal ammo.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Alright, where is this chest? There it is. Personal mods. I think the health recovery one's pretty good. 26%. Yeah. So then all these ones, like, why would I ever want that? 15%. Get rid of it. Give me 50 G's. Energy boost, 6%. Energy recovery speed, energy +5. Energy recovery. Evade energy, okay. Health recovery per element 26. 20. Energy 6. Evade energy. Energy recovery speed. Health. Okay, good. Put mod on the gun. Damage while low on health. That seems to be happening quite a lot. 45%? Holy crap. That's huge. Projectiles fired +2. That seems pretty big. 2 more projectiles? I don't know how many projectiles it's firing right now. So, I'll do that one. I'm usually low on health. Alright, fix the cooling pumps. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing race against yourself and the game. Oh, more. So is it going to be that yellow thing at the end? Or this one off to the left? Boy! I saw it getting ready to blow the whole time. What's going on in there? Too much red.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual.
Did I just unlock it from down there? Wow. Bam! Give me your life goo. Give me your life crystal meth. That was pretty skilled. Pretty random. When it happened. The melee's sort of like the worst thing to aim. My dog's just sitting on the ground staring up at me like, hey, you want to go outside? Hey, when I sit on that shearling rug. Enjoy that. Because normally when I was streaming it too, this would be our walk time. We'd go explore. She'd poo. I'd be so happy. It just seems like the thing I miss with now. It's the only thing it doesn't seem to auto-aim as much. That's what I mean by that. Have you figured it out? Since now the bullets are magnetized, and when I hold R1, an icon, I don't even have to aim at what I'm grabbing. I can just go, give me something. And then it gives me a target. But like I felt like the guy was within my arc. Oh my god, I gotta walk all the way back. I forgot that you're all stoned and delirious. You're coming down off your pot high, so your brain is all wonky. I see. It's okay. I've dealt with drug addicts before. Just have to be patient. Gosh, the shotgun's a lot of fun. Uh-oh. That was 3 hours ago? Yeah, exactly. So do you know what happens physiologically to your brain? You probably, of course you don't. But there's like a whole bunch of stuff that happens, and then when you're coming down off of it, your cognizant ability is way down. Because you've just squeezed your brain to get high. So now your brain's like, don't know nothing. You know? They all explode. Yeah, melee, you actually have to be aiming your body at them. Whereas like everything else, you can kind of run back. So I can run backwards and shoot forwards. I can run backwards and throw this thing. But melee, you must stop and aim, body it. Fix the power converters. You got it. And the music was quiet. You honestly wouldn't call my friend that smokes 2 to 3 times a day an addict? Oh, I would definitely say that, yeah. Daily? And then more than daily? I would say if you can't go within like say 2 to 3 days, then that's pretty constant. What is that? Some kind of a minigun? I don't have a problem with weed at all. I've had lots of times where I've smoked quite a bit, where I've had little bits here and there or more. I do notice that my brain is different when I'm having it a lot. But and I know people are different with it, but and there's lots of drugs that we consume. Caffeine, really popular drug. It's legal. It's incredibly addictive. Sugar. Video games, like the dopamine from that. I like that she doesn't automatically fire this thing like an archer would, You've been holding the charge button for a while. Dash. Weed isn't addictive? Yes, it is. You should learn more about the thing that you're smoking. It's psychologically addictive. Of course it is. Video games are addictive. TV is addictive. Going for exercise is addictive. It's not physically addictive like you're totally wrong. It's not physically addictive like what do you call it? Heroin? Heroin and morphine, your body will get physically addictive. And where your body will like it'll kind of rebel if it doesn't have it, and it'll throw up and you'll get chills and stuff. But yeah, of course it's addictive. Yeah. It's probably less addictive than like caffeine. Or it's way less addictive. It's not addictive as addictive as say like nicotine. Nicotine's super addictive. Nicotine is more addictive than cocaine. But yeah, of course you can get psychologically addicted to it.
We need to fix this
You know what?
ASAP.
I watched every night before I would go to sleep. I would watch an episode of Futurama, and I'd watch like 1 or 2 episodes, 21 days in a row or something. And it became this habit where when I ran out of them, I felt like at a loss, and I was trying to watch old ones or trying to find anything that was similar to it because my brain was like craving that psychological feeling I had that was giving me comfort. It was like Prince was saying, it's almost like I wasn't necessarily coping with it, but similar. Oh, I don't need to be here. I need to go to the energy converters. Nicotine is terrible. Yeah, I can't believe that's... It's crazy that's around and is so... I mean, at least with coffee you get a bit of energy from it and it tastes good. Smoking, you do get a bit of energy. I find smokers... Oh yeah, there's like a boss guy down here. That's what I was doing here. I find smokers, because I rarely smoke, when I do I feel the hit of like the burst of energy and like a bit of like euphoria from the bit of nicotine. And most smokers I talk to are like, what? I don't have that. I don't think that they're aware of it, but of course you get it. The thing with cocaine is that you get a euphoria, a feeling of happiness, and then also, but that's like such a small part of what cocaine does. And then the rest of it is this like intense upper energy boost. But people will take cocaine for the euphoria, and that's not really what it's not what you're getting. So you're getting all these other, you're taking a crazy amount of it and keeping you up for days and days so you can get that little bit of feeling good instead of chasing that. I liken it to, eating a whole pizza because you really like, I want some pineapple. Well, have this pineapple pizza. So now you've had 1,500 calories of pizza or more just to get a little bit of pineapple. Yeah, cigarettes are pretty stinky, especially when people are wet. If they go and smoke in the rain, I think it smells really gross. And it just kills you and gives you cancer and makes you look really, really old. Gives you like kind of gross things under your eyes and your skin. But it's a really hard thing to quit. So, I don't judge anybody that smokes. It's just a terrible thing. Like, I have a problem with food. I use food as a coping mechanism, and sugar especially. So, I'm sure that smokers who can control their food are probably thinking, well, yeah, you shouldn't eat. It makes you look less attractive, and you can get heart disease, and... We're all just trying to get through this world. What are you guys shooting at? You're really bad at third-person shooters. You don't even know to turn on auto aim. Come on. Not addicted to anything, eh, Felix? Ooh, yeah. Headshot. Yeah, like maybe the end of this game is going to be everything was all in her head. She was just a total psychopath. She was in a mental hospital and she would get up and attack people, throw tables at them and go, I have psychic powers! I'm the director! I like the smell of pot, actually. But like sort of a room where people were smoking pot in that's been left to kind of sit for a while, I think is kind of grungy smelling. Sort of smells like old orange peels. But the actual smell of pot while it's being smoked, I like. Who's next? Do I got any points? No. Mental hospital. Yeah, it feels like that. I feel that's gonna be the big twist at the end. They're all just doctors helping her out. Emily. Is that her name? No. Erica. That was the last game. Reminds me of that movie, you guys seen Shutter Island? It's a Scorsese movie, actually. Energy converters. Guess down here? Jesse Faden, the director of Federal Bureau of Control. Jesse. And then that person that she's talking to in her mind all the time. Is it us? Is it the player? Is it her brother? You killed your brother. You couldn't handle the guilt. You went crazy. You couldn't face it, could you? Flame Sky On, how are you? Flame Sky On. Black Rock Processing. That sounds so Half-Life-y. Sector elevator. Connected to Alan Wake. Everything's connected. Well, I'm looking for energy converters. More people fighting. I like that the map looks like it's been redacted. You know? It's pretty cool. Oh, you can't go in there. It's red. You rejected your YouTube user because latency sucks there. Yeah, I've been just streaming on Twitch for a while and uploading to YouTube. But yeah, the quality was getting really, really bad. Like just the overall stream quality was pretty gross. I'll probably go back to streaming to all of them. I don't really see the benefit to not. Oh! Remember when this guy used to be a boss? Now he's just a regular dude. There we go. I think YouTube just doesn't have enough incentive to do a great job on streaming or anything. They're the number one video upload place. The streaming works well enough, and they are always going to be that. For the foreseeable future. Even though they like pay the worst for ads and everything. I mean, I was reading up. People were talking about how bad Spotify was for how many plays you need to make money on music. But and like, oh, Spotify's so terrible, and Tidal's pretty good. And then but then YouTube is like way down the list. And that's actually, the funny thing is, that's where people are mainly watching or listening to music even. I mean, a popular song will have 1 billion views. I don't think any streaming sites are having that. So then my friends were using Google Play Music, and Google just sent an email, hey, we're not doing Google Music anymore. Now it's YouTube Music. So don't worry, we got all your playlists. Let's convert them over. I did finish the Tsushima of the Ghost. Yes, I did, good sir. Fantastic ending. What a beautiful ending. What a nice, simple story that just sets up and does what it's gonna do. Has the same themes the whole way through, and it's a beautiful payoff. There's like one concept in that story, and I would show that story to writers starting out, saying, this is how you make everything work cohesively. Good banter between the characters. And the themes you start with stay present the whole time. Yeah, it's very simplistic, yeah. But it's well done. So, I mean, like, be as complicated as you want, but until it's well done and actually makes sense, as opposed to kind of using the like excuse of, oh, it's all random, oh, it's abstract. You know, it's still got to be good. Yeah, even like Final Fantasy VII starts off simple, then gets pretty wacky, but I think Final Fantasy VII is like Midgar, environmentalism, Shinra. Cloud's a mercenary. These are environmentalists. And then it goes crazy. Cloud splits his personality. Am I a hero? Who am I? Sephiroth. Oh, the unraveling. And then in the end, the story comes back as a diamond. So it's like starts off simple, gets crazy, and then it's, in the end, environmentalism. And that's it. And the flower girl you see at the very beginning being a part of that. That's like fantastic JRPG story for me. I didn't realize that that the ending of 7 was that all the humans were gone. I just thought it was like, oh, here's Red, he had kids, that's cool, and Midgar is gone. I didn't take that to mean that all the humans were extinct. Which I still think it could be slightly open to interpretation. Oh shit, Prince, I'm sorry. Prince, the game came out in like 1998. I'm sorry about that. But I think you gotta play that stuff. What are you even waiting for? You're waiting to play... Oh, you're waiting to play all of Remake and then play, Oh, you were... Okay, well, Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe that it hasn't been spoiled for you already. And I'm sorry that I'm the one to do it, but I mean, you kind of have to expect it. I didn't watch, so my... I mean, that was just kind of like the overarching themes of it. But I mean, what really happens is kind of everything in between. Everything along the way. The journey. Whoa! So, yeah, my hockey team was playing last night. And it's the playoffs. It's really exciting. They haven't been in the playoffs for... Was that one person's iconic death? Oh, okay. Huh. My magic bullets, they do nothing. Yeah, it's public domain, exactly. To be reused in anything. Yeah, so I wanted to watch this hockey game. I was really excited. I could watch the first hour, and then I did my music stream, and I was telling everyone, don't tell me about it, don't tell me about it, don't tell me about it. And then, for some reason, and then I'm like done, and I'm ready to watch it, and then I just instinctively put on Instagram, and my friend has been taking photos of himself after each game, I guess, and he had a face like this where he was like, and I thought, oh no, he's in pain, they must have lost. I'm like, but is he smiling? Turns out he was smiling. He was supposed to be being like, F yeah, I'm very excited about this. And they won it. It was a basic game. But I guess my point is, if you don't want to be spoiled, you have to stay off of, you gotta stay off of the internet. I've got all the weapons. Can you stand on this? No. To fully understand 7, you gotta watch Crisis Core. Which one? Remake? Oh god. I watched... Is Advent Children the movie? Oh, I couldn't... I watched half of that. I turned it off. I couldn't stand it. So they gave... Yeah, they basically turned over the reins of Final Fantasy VII to Nomura. Yeah, I'm sure you really liked it. But you also didn't think pot was addictive, so I can't trust anything you say. It's really good if you're stoned. You don't exactly come to Control Stream expecting to get spoiled for 7. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I'm sorry. And I knew that too. I knew that you hadn't played it. You had told me that before. So, I'm sorry. I wish I could take it back. Yeah. The game did come out. I don't know. It's so long ago I can't even think of the number. 22 years ago? 1997? 22 years ago. So before you knew there was a remake, why hadn't you have played it? Because I know now you're going, oh, I'm going to wait for the whole remake to come out. Prince, I could literally be dead by the time the remake is done. I could die. I'm 36. Anything could happen to me. Could have a heart attack. Get in a car accident. Early onset Alzheimer's. Well, by the time you play, I probably will have forgotten everything I'd said. Because we've got remake, what? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. They don't know what they're doing. Nomura didn't even know he was the director of remake until they announced it. He found out with everybody. He had buried himself in notes on dumb things he can add to it. You remember quote numbers, you remember everything. Oh boy. Crisis Core is your favorite? Investigate the training course. Yeah, I want to do that. Where is that? Maintenance field training. Oh, is that way up there? I want to do the training course and get another ability. They actually don't have a lot of things on the map, you know, like what are the warp points and stuff? Yeah, sure, that's what happens.
Mommy won't blow up. Let's go lift the lockdown.
Let's go lift the lockdown. You think Katase is the one that... Yeah. I think Nomura's good at battle systems, actually. I think that's his strength. I think his strength is gameplay. But his obsession is... story. I saw some vague stuff about that. Some vague stuff about him saying that yeah, Kitase wanted it to be crazier. I toned it down. It's really hard to find out exactly what happened, though. Just think overall the guy can't write dialogue for humans. Investigate the training course. Investigate the training course. I want to investigate the training course. Video characters aren't humans? What the fuck is that, motherfucker? Look at her. What the fuck is that? The bloody human. They aren't humans. Of course they are. Just play them in chronological order. How's that possible? It's kind of, what do you call it? It's like classist. He's, to fully see the entire Kingdom Hearts story, you have to be able to afford like multiple different mobile games and platforms and stuff. If you only have maybe one console each generation, you don't get to play all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. It's a bit lame. Yeah. Every game with the exception of the mobile on PS4 and Xbox One. Nice carpet. And basically everyone has a smartphone. That's sort of a classist thing to say, isn't it? Oh, look, I cleared it up. No, I want to do the field training, man. You get more powers.
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button.
I am ready.
I always did love obstacle
Get
courses.
ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. "45 seconds remaining."
Oh, yeah? All right, see you, Flame. Thanks for popping by.
30 seconds remaining.
How to get out of room? Oh, I see.
15 seconds remaining.
Let's try this again. Shoot the thing.
5 seconds remaining.
Sometimes I feel like the game's really smart, and then other times it's shoot everything.
Failed. Try again, Ranger.
Shoot it.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Nice. Dog freaked me out. Double ammo. Ooh.
45 seconds remaining.
Hey, nothing going? Another one. I guess I got confused.
30 seconds remaining.
Shoot. Wonder if I need to bring that thing with me.
15 seconds remaining.
Six. Whoa.
5 seconds remaining. Failed. Try again, Ranger.
Nice. Do I have to walk all the way back? The actor does the narration here was just doing a test, and they didn't give him a chance to do his lines properly after, and he got really angry at that. The actor, like the real life actor, or the guy reading this? Like these crash pads. Yep. No, I'll meet you down there. See ya. The in-game guy reading the narration. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So what to do here? Another one of these? There's two of them there. Oh, I didn't do that one. I see. That part kind of reminds me of Jedi... What was that game called? Jedi Order? Jedi Lightsaber Battle? Jedi Archie Andrews. Riverdale. Archie goes to Star Wars. Now what? I'm here. Jedi Knight Academy? Fallen Order. That's the one, Felix boy. Alright, let's try it again.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Go.
All I ever hear is Stella calling the dog slowly. Come on, come here.
5 seconds remaining.
What the fuck? Okay, she does not train dog like I do. Oh, I wasted all my power goo.
30 seconds remaining.
Also, sometimes you just have to realize, like, the dog is gonna go do its thing, and you just gotta wait. It'll come back.
15 seconds remaining.
Ah! Pick up the thing!
5 seconds remaining. Course failed.
Oh!
Ranger.
Pretty close.
Awkward voice recording.
That was such like an Ellie line. Stella's out there yelling at the dog now, shaking food. You just have to go get it. You gotta understand how the dog thinks. All you're doing by calling the dog and it not coming is teaching the dog that
Get ready, Ranger.
when I call you, you don't have to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
So I have to not blow my power juice on the wrong one. That's good.
30 seconds remaining.
30, that's good. Okay, this is the part where I screw up because I don't make sure I'm grabbing the right object. Huh? Uh-huh.
15 seconds remaining.
Yeah. And now what? No?
5 seconds remaining. Congratulations.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
I find like walking right up to this big red thing is really counterintuitive to everything else the game has showed you to avoid.
I need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Okay. Let's hit it with something explosive. You didn't get a problem with pulling things you don't want to, though. Well, I guess I'm just an idiot. I have to be more mindful about being closer. I was just sort of grabbing... I guess I was trying to do it from too far away. That'll explode. Yeah. The safe. Good old-fashioned safe. Gold. Shield. I feel so safe. Optional power. Yeah, I think I want that toggled. Well, I like this machine gun racketing off in the distance. You know, I watched for the first time yesterday. Star Trek, the original series. I watched the first episode. Oh, it was so slow. It was the pilot. There was no Captain Kirk. It was a different guy. It's very like slow paced and cerebral. The captain is talking about how he wanted to go go like live on a farm back home. He's like, I don't want to be on this ship. The Doctor was a totally different character. Spock was yelling a lot. And then they, I guess the NBC or whoever saw the pilot and they said, we don't like this. It's too slow and too weird. Do it again. This time, faster, more intense. And have Shatner. Spock is like chiller. It's pretty good. It has more of like a, they feel like they're sort of underground. No, it's like they're in a submarine. In the original series. There's like a constant kind of like bing, bing. These sort of like sonar type sounds, and they use a lot more like ship terms, and it just has that more like claustrophobic feel. And all the episodes that I saw, they were more like, almost like horror based, you know, like go to a planet and there's a monster and it's impersonating people. Whereas the Next Generation was more like, I don't know, kind of cozy and comforting. Slower paced, warm, really well lit. The ship they were on seemed really, really nice. Looked like they were, you know, leading like comfortable lives. I could see it being pretty mind-blowing when it came out at the time. Especially having like a Russian, Asian guy, a black woman. They're all working together under a Canadian. It's nice. And then when they go down to these planets, it just really looks like they're on a sound stage with kind of like a painted background. Because it was 1968, so the TV and effects were sort of... They were still using stuff that they would use for like a play, you know, but on TV. It's pretty interesting. So you can go this whole game without having a bloody shield? Try to do it. Put your hands up. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? I can use my shield and collect all the goo on the ground. You idiots. Oh, I'm dead. No shield, no dash. I'm not a pure-blooded Canadian. Well, no, I'm not a First Nations person. What I mean by the... And neither was the Canadian leader guy. He's just a guy that grew up in Canada. That's what I'm talking about. He wasn't an Aboriginal from the Mi'kmaq tribe. It's William Shatner, Captain Kirk. So I can bash these guys' brains in and put my shield in and go collect some... blue goo. Yeah, I'm back here. All right. That's fine. Good. Good. Seems to want me to be in here. Control room up there. Fugazi. Lift the internal lockdown using the directorial override. Maintenance NSC control room. Okay. Override, override. What's that sign say? Whoa! Got me with a big boomer. Control room. I do want to kill this guy though. The guns feel pretty good. Kuchinka. Kuchanka. Control room. Level 2. NSC control room. Energy converters. Level 2. There we go. Right through here. Oh, look at all this room full of controls. Shields up. You guys use the shotgun? Seems to be the most powerful. Haven't had an upgrade in a while. Yeah. Cleanse the range. It was all a dream. To the grip. Yeah, shoot him from long range.
To protect the force.
That's it. The other sector should be open now.
Woohoo!
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here.
I want to know why you're
I'll
here.
risk it. You two should get to know each other.
Yes. An answer? Oh, more abilities too. Let's see. What would I like? More melee damage? I do use that a lot. That'd be a big boost, man. Another 30%? 10% plus 30%? So then what? Another 30% on how much you've got? So say you had 10 plus 10%, 11 plus 30% of 11 is like 3.5 or something. So we'd be up to what, 14? So 30% of 14? How's that work? Probably launch damage I should be upgrading. What are you? Launch explosives back. Shield strength. More energy. Would you like more energy? Oof, even more launch damage? Sure. Where could she be? I need to go here. Yes. Yeah, I guess the grip would be good because it's long range and you get a lot of bullets with it and you can do headshots and stuff. I think I like the shotgun because it reminds me of that Mass Effect style of fighting, of just charging in and shotgun and a melee, doing it all at once. I should cycle between them. But yeah, that's why I can play so much more aggressively now. Shotgun is cool, but you just use the pistol. Yeah, you do get so many more bullets with the pistol.
Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
She's in the boardroom.
Oh, the Bureau's golden child.
All right, Emily.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Listen, Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places.
Mm-hmm. Following.
Bad things happened.
You okay?
Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help.
Why? What about like them thinking you're the director? You're on there. So why is she going, guess what? I came here with Polaris. That's how I got in. Shouldn't she be saying, oh, so you're not the director? You came in with a powerful being? Why is everything just so... I don't know. Nobody seems concerned about anything.
Explain your test results.
Test results?
Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files.
Whoever has the gun is the director.
Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
Oh.
So Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her.
Okay, Lena.
How can I get to the research sector?
Use my key card. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We
Find
take
out.
turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Find out what happens next on the next vlog.